Tonight, uproar in the palace as a ghostly hand appears, cutting celebrations short.
Police are taking this matter extremely seriously.
Sydney 10-year-old breaks world record for holding his breath underwater.
Well, I just came home from work and found him lying there in the pool.
Ex-King Nebuchadnezzar faces court after the alleged murder of cameraman
I did
Steve.
not have fun times with Steve. I killed him, but no fun times.
And a gorilla runs rampage through the streets of Babylon, causing mayhem and costing the city tens of thousands of dollars in taxpayers' money. It appears that the annual banquet of King Belshazzar in honour of the gods of gold and silver has, for the first time since its inception on October the 12th, 554 BC, gone terribly wrong. The festivities usually require significant police presence, however despite excellent supervision, this year's merriment simply got out of hand. Eyewitnesses reported that during one ritual anthem to the goblet of the god of gold, a disembodied hand was seen leaving illegible marks on the western wall of the royal party venue. We now cross to Friday Night News reporter Faraj Yusuf, who has that story.
Thanks, guys. I'm here outside the Babylonian palace, where King Belshazzar has held his annual banquets every year. A party to which he invites his 1,000 guests and nobles. The banquet started off well, but just at around 10 p.m., things took a turn for the worst. At 9:56 p.m. last night, Belshazzar, king of Babylon, requested that the gold and silver goblets originally taken from the Temple of Jerusalem be brought in. Not long after the festivities were cut short, an unaccompanied hand appeared, writing "Mene Mene Tekel Parsin" on the wall. Live footage is now streaming online, gathering almost 2 million hits in just under 12 hours. The ghostly figure left guests and nobles panic-stricken.
He just came in and it was writing on the walls. Everyone was running around. So much. And I drifted over and on the way out I didn't know where to go.
Paramedics have been called in to assist those experiencing shock, and the media have been asked to give them space until they are cleared. Investigations are now taking action in finding the hand.
Last night it was discovered that obscene graphics or writing had been found on private property. Police are taking this matter extremely seriously, and all resources are being placed into this investigation.
Forensic investigations have been undergone for the last 24 hours, but have yielded very little information. The stunned experts claim they've never seen anything like it. Some are even afraid that this indicates a very powerful kind of warning or message. Ex-Israelite Daniel, however, claims to be able to interpret the writings and released to the press this earlier today.
King Belshazzar should have learned from the mistakes of King Nebuchadnezzar, his father. King Nebuchadnezzar ignored God, and look where it got him. Him and his friends gave a huge shout out to these pagan gods and completely disrespected and did not honor the Lord God of Jerusalem. So, bad news for them.
Since then, linguistic experts have been working closely with Daniel to decipher the mysterious writings on the wall, and we are now able to show you the translation. Mene, God has numbered the days of your reign and brought it to an end. Tekel, you have been weighed on the scales and been found wanting. Perez, your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and the Persians. The king's tightened security structures and requests for round-the-clock bodyguards demonstrates the seriousness of these events. Reporting live from Babylon Palace, I'm Faraj Yusuf, Friday Night News.
Authorities have decided to promote Daniel to third in command in the kingdom, and in breaking news, we've just received word of a related incident taking place in the palace just moments ago. We are unsure on facts, but we cross over to our Babylonian correspondent in the palace to hopefully give us some insight. Thanks for joining us. Now, we're a bit unsure of what's happening. What's your thoughts of what's happening at the moment in the palace?
Well, I'm worried. I'm worried by the lack of news, or by the lack of any statement for that matter. I mean, we've got this report about an incident that does involve the king and possible lacerations to both his chest and back, and we are told there's no enormous cause for concern. But when such time has passed without any news, one does wonder whether the whole truth is being told.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop you there, because within the last few moments, the Babylonian Press Company, citing unnamed Babylonian sources, has reported that Belshazzar, king of Babylon, has in fact died. It is yet to be confirmed, but an eyewitness has informed us of these events.
So there was like one Babylonian and another Babylonian, and then he was like, yeah, what are you doing with my girlfriend? And then he was like, hey, you can't tell me what to do with my girlfriend. And then he was like, hey, what did you do with my girlfriend? And then they're like, a chick chick boom, chick chick boom. And then like that's all I saw, and then I just didn't want to see it anymore.
For those of you faint at heart, we suggest you look away. The following footage may contain graphic images. What you are now looking at is actual footage from inside the palace, a disturbing scene that does confirm the death of the king. Police are already investigating the situation, with signs pointing to the work of Persians. We will be delivering further details on the palace fiasco as they emerge. After this short break, a world record as a 10-year-old boy holds his breath underwater for an astonishing 3 days and counting.
Look at him go. Holding his breath. He'll be alright.